Hey everyone, welcome to Arknights. This is a gacha game, and I just want to say this is one of the best gacha games on mobile phones right now. Like, it just stuns me, like how good it is. I've been playing Arknights for over a year now, and I just like it's mind blowing. This game is insanely good. Let's just get into my account, then I'll talk about it further. But over the top stuff, it's very generous. The gacha can be cruel though. Like, it's your own risk. Gacha is always risky. But the game is generous with currency. The rates are generous, and the UI is so good. It's so good. The UI is so intuitive, and it's like just so pleasant to roam around the entire interface. Like, I think Punishing Grey Raven adopted the same style that Arknights has, and it's just so beautiful because look, you have everything on the screen right there, but you also have your favorite operator there. You have a background music playing. You have literally everything, but it's not cluttered. It doesn't feel cluttered. And even the notification pops that you have, it's very minuscule. It's not like, Star Rail or Genshin where you have those giant red dots over the icons. It's like so pleasant to watch. And that's not it. I mean, if I look, you have everything over here as well. Like, if you open the terminal and then you click home button, you can access everything, which is stunning. Although I barely use this screen, but yeah, it's there. That's elegant. It's absolutely elegant. Now, talking about this game, I never expected that this game would become so beloved to me. Like, honestly, the story behind this game is that I began this game because I played another gacha game before this that was Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading, I think, and that reached end of service in January. So for a month or so I was like, roaming around seeing like what kind of casual gachas are there. And then I don't know why, but somewhere towards the end of February, I think, let me just check when I got Amiya, because Amiya is like the Mashu. Alright, oh wait, don't we get a date or something? Okay, there's got to be something. Yeah, I have no idea when I got. Alright, yeah, I have no idea. Okay, screw this. Yeah, screw this. But anyways, it was towards the end of February or so that I downloaded Arknights on my phone. I was like, alright, let's try this game. And initially it was hell. Like, this game was hell, not gonna lie. It was so tough. Like, the early stories, alright. So I haven't done chapter 12 right now. I haven't done chapter 12 right now. I'm waiting for, the Front That Was campaign that happens. So I can just farm this and experience the story. But before that, chapter 1. So early chapters pretty easy. Like, I thought this is an easy game, nothing difficult. Chapter 1 came, I was like, okay, we're getting better, it's getting okay. Chapter 2 came, and I think there's a certain node, I think, no, not this one. I think the node that like terrified me was 3-8, yeah, Crown Skull Shatterer. Yeah, this boss made me realize that this game isn't just a click and you can just do whatever you want. You can brute force your way. This requires skill, and I don't know. It just took a lot of time to do this. After that, I had my first event. Like, when I started the game, I think after this I got access to events, and the first event that was happening was Dissolver's Holiday. And I just played that, thinking about other gacha games. Like, I played Genshin, I played FGO, and over there, it's beginner friendly. Like, you can do the events without having high invested characters. That was a number one shocker for me when Arknights came and threw me like you gotta invest to progress through the story and access the higher stages, and to farm the good nodes you need to have a good team. And I was like, interesting. This game sucks at that time, but I stuck with the game. I skipped through the story, majority of the events and all. So like, yeah, you can see I have completed Arknight's Memoir, but I haven't read it, which is absolutely dumb, honestly. Like, I should read it, and then I read a bit of Granny because of Scotty. I didn't read this at all, but I should, because I love Folenic and Schwartz. This I haven't read. I tried to read it, but yeah, I didn't read it. And this one I completely skipped because I don't know. I actually start every story, but I never complete it in the middle or so. I just start fast forwarding stuff. Mansfield Break I need to read because it has Mulesies, it has Saria, and currently I am a huge fan of Rhine Lab operators like Saria, Mulesies, who was all the Hulheak, Silence. I'm a huge, I don't know, I just want Kristen to be playable someday, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so I should read that. But yeah, the good part of this game is that you have access to all the previous events, like everything. Yeah, you even get the welfares. That's another good thing. You even get the welfares. Like, you lost a welfare operator, don't worry. In about a year or so, you're gonna get your records restored, and you can have everything: the furniture set, the welfare operator, the badge, the icon. It's gotta work for it, but it's there. So that's pretty good because you can experience the story, unlike a certain game which has impact in it, and then another game that has a flying trail. Although that game is better off because it has the play previous events type stuff, but the impact one, they should implement something like that. So yeah, this game is amazing. It scores higher than FGO because FGO, once you lost the welfare, you lost the welfare. You can't get a welfare operators, you can't get welfare CEs, and honestly I think welfare CEs are as important as as servants over there. So like, yeah, although they have implemented a new system in FGO which is good, but at the cost of no reruns, that sucks. But that game is doing whatever it does. Talking about Arknights, so as I told you, you can play any previous event. The farming is also easy. You have it's kind of like Genshin, where you have nodes unlocking on certain days, and then you have the old event stuff. You have the main story with you. The good part is that it is useful for new players also. Like, you have a decently built team, so you can clear the story with support units. Take a support Mjolnir or a Reed Alter or a Kalsit, and form your own strategies, clear the team. But that's okay. But then there's challenge mode, and I think over here it doesn't have it, but yeah, you have challenge mode. Challenge mode is basically where they bump up the difficulties. Like, you have certain restrictions, or the enemies have higher health, or you're restricted to, like, you can't use certain operators, certain classes, and that just adds a new level of strategy building to this game, which is insane, which is the kind of stuff that I wish more games had. Because majority of the games right now that I play, Genshin, Star Rail, FGO, majority of them can be just brute forced. And with FGO I can try different stuff. I can stall in FGO. I can pick a Merlin, Himiko, Castoria team. I've stalled. Like, if you check my channel, I have 2 stall videos right now. Recently I did a stall fest, and I was enjoying it. So like, you can try it with FGO as well. You can try to get creative, but in Genshin Impact and Star Rail, you're just stuck with brute forcing the end game, or having the meta, super meta, hyper invested characters, which kind of sucks because it takes out the fun. Like, imagine if you can do Memory of Chaos in Star Rail, but you can stall it. You can keep a Jeopard, Natasha, Lynx, and then probably I don't know, Kafka or somebody. But you can have a super sustained team, and then you just stall the fight. chipping small text, which it's time taking, I know, but still it creates a new dynamic to the game, and you're not forced to like clear it in under 10 turns or so. But anyways, this game has good reruns. We have Dorothy's Vision right now, a pretty good event. Loved the story. Then we have Endgame, Annihilation stuff. This is basically where you farm the gacha currency. So like they have a dedicated mode where weekly you can get 1800 or random, and one pull costs, I think in a week or so you get around 2000 or random, if I'm not mistaken. So you get 100 or random per day from the daily missions, like if you do everything daily, and then on the weekly one you get 500. So that's 1200 or random from weekly and daily missions, and then you have 1800 or random from your annihilation mission. So you get effectively with that's 3000 or random, which is good because that's 5 pulls. You're getting 5 pulls per week, and a multi costs 6000 or random. So yeah, we're getting in 2 weeks you can get a multi, which is much more better than Genshin or FGO. FGO sucks in that matter. Like you have to wait approximately, I don't know, an entire month or so to get a multi, which is insane. It's absolutely insane. In Genshin you have 60 per day, so to get a multi you just divide 1600 by 60, whatever the math is. It's probably going to be 20 plus days. So you're seeing the math there. So by that way, Arknights is very generous. You're getting in 2 weeks, in 14 days you're getting a multi. That's good enough, and that's apart from the events and stuff that keep happening. You also have a store where you can whale. This is the whale zone. Like if you want to spend money you can whale. I don't whale. I don't spend money on this. Like I only ever bought a monthly card once for Texas Alter, but I didn't get Texas Alter, so it kind of sucks. Maybe I'll try it again for when Virtuosa comes out. You have outfits over here. So like if you have a certain favorite operator, you can get the outfit. You can have a summer variant outfit. I have this character, so like you can have the summer variant outfits. You get occasional outfits to buy, and this is completely FTB because this currency isn't locked behind paywalls. Like unlike Genshin where Genesis crystals are locked behind paywalls, there's no natural way to get Genesis crystals. In this game, whenever you complete a node, like let's say whenever you complete one certain node, your first time clear reward is one or random, one originate prime. So like you say, if you're a huge fan of a certain character and you want that skin, like let's say where was my character? I bought multiple skins during the Lone Trail event that happened. So like I got a Nightingale skin. So usually this is her final ascension art, but I got her skin which has this cool Halloween vibe. It's actually pretty nice. I really love Nightingale. Then there are certain skins where it has animations. Like you can see this one, the Calcit one. It's got an animation as such, L2D, which is pretty damn amazing. I didn't have Calcit at the time when this skin ran, so I didn't buy it. Otherwise I would have got it, literally. And then we have certain characters that don't have a 2D stuff but get an L2D skin. Limited characters are always have L2D artwork. So you can see Scardy Alter is a limited character here, so she will always have an L2D animation. Anyways, that's about the operator side. The gacha side, apart from the gacha, you have recruitment tags, which is pretty based. You can get 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, and these, if you get a multiple copies, you get certificates, and you can exchange those certificates to get green certs and yellow certs. So basically 4 stars and upwards give you 1 yellow cert or 3 yellow certs depending on the rarity, and the 3 stars and below just give you green certs. With green certs you can buy monthly or random headhunting permits. These reset monthly, so I just usually buy the headhunting stuff. In distinctions, you can buy a standard operator. You can buy a standard character. So like with 180 golden certs, you can get a standard character. So it's not like locking you out. If you really want someone and they happen to be in the operator shop, you can get them, which I don't think any other game does. I think FGO does it, but it has this really terrible USO stuff that I think majority of the players don't even know about. So yeah, there's that. But this game gives you an option, So the banner, I'll explain the banner. So we have limited event banners like this one. It's an exclusive banner to Dorothy's Vision event. So you have Dorothy over here on Rata. Then we had a Typhoon banner recently, but we have standard operator banners. The beautiful part about this game is that almost every new character gets added to the standard banner. So like you can get spooked by them anytime, anywhere. You don't obviously this banner has a focused rate up. You can see the focus selection points. So it has a focused rate up. The rate up is specifically for Dorothy. And there's pity. So the pity system over here basically means that what should I say? How should I explain the pity? So like you see, Arknight player, if you're watching this, you can skip ahead because obviously we guys know how the pity works. This explanation is mostly for those guys who haven't played Arknights at all and are just seeing whether the game is worth it or trying it out. So 6-star operators are the highest operator in this game, and you have a 2% chance of getting them on every multi. So 2% is automatically better than the 0.8% that other gacha games have. And soft pity starts after 50 rolls. Although majority of the time you're gonna get it at around 50 or before 50, because I don't know, this game is just blessed. And I literally gotten 6 stars on my first multi. The Gulsit came on the first multi, and Typhon came on the second multi. The rates are actually pretty good. You might lose the 50-50, but still you're gonna get a 6-star. You're gonna see that rainbow spark. And I think for an F2P player, who just likes to get new characters, who wants to get the thrill of pulling and seeing those golden stuff, I think this game is very good. Because eventually at 50 or so, unless you're terribly unlucky and you have to cross 50, reach 60 or 70 pulls to get that 6-star operator, you're gonna get a 6-star operator early. And the beautiful thing is with limited banners like this, where a standard banner is getting a single rate up, you have focus selection points. So basically, since every 6-star that you get is a 50-50 stuff, there's a chance that you might never even get that there's a rate up 6-star, even though the rate up 6-star has a 70% chance of appearing, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, it's actually 50% chance for non-limited. Limited banner, limited characters have 70% rate up. But yeah, if you do not get this rate up character in 150 pulls, and after 150 pulls, the next rate up 6-star is going to be the rate up one, which, I mean, it is expensive in a way because you're buying Orundum Originate Prime, but still there's a pity system. It's not FGO, terrible 900 SQ, takes a year to save. I don't know what kind of nonsense is that. But yeah, the gacha is good, even though it's 50-50, but I kind of like this 50-50 because almost every operator here, every character in this game is useful. It's not like you're gonna get a character and you're gonna immediately bench them whether they're a 6-star or 5-star. They have some use. That's what makes this game beautiful. So you can see, yeah, I'm a very 6-star simp, so don't take my account for example, but I can tell you that there are many good characters. Lapland 5-star, Texas pretty amazing. Asjani is a welfare operator from Dorothy's Vision. I got her last year. I barely got Asjani from Dorothy's Vision because I was new to the game and I didn't understand how to clear nodes, and I didn't have strong operators back then, so I couldn't kill her, so I barely got her, but she's been amazing. Then you have Myrtle. She's a 4-star character. Remember, she's a 4-star. She's one of the basic stuff. And she's insanely meta. Like, she's insane. The DP that she provides, the passive that she has, Myrtle is amazing. She's a top tier character. And she's just 4-star, so imagine that. And then after that, you have Gummy, pretty good. Shaw is actually amazing. You have Project Red, who is an amazing executor. Scavenger for early gameplay. Beagle is a good defender, even though she's only a 3-star. Yeah, remember, she's a 3-star. Then we have Hibiscus, Lava, Fang. These characters are amazing. I haven't leveled them up, but I'm telling you, they're amazing. Especially for low rarity guide videos or low rarity guide clears. You have Cruz, Crocodile. Pretty amazing character. And for majority of the people, she's a really strong DPS, especially for integrated strategies, which I'm going to get to soon. But that was the character, the gacha and all. So you have squads, you can have up to 4 squads, and each squad has 12 members, out of which you can deploy around 7 or 8, depends on the level that you're playing. But it's good enough. You have to time it well. Like, I'll show you a level soon, but let's get into the base structure first. So here we have a base type thing. It's kind of similar to the teapot stuff that we have in Genshin, but over here, instead of the teapot, which just gives bond and you can talk with your characters and decorate stuff, here it goes up a notch. Since it has the benefit of being a 2D thing, you can farm stuff. So basically, you can farm money, and money is so important in this game. Like, you're always going to run out of LMD, I'm telling you. So you need to farm. You need to keep farming, and this is a good way to passive farm LMD while you can focus on different stuff. So like, let's say when an event is running on, you want to farm certain materials, so this passive farming works, and this is amazing. You also get credits from this, which you can exchange in a credit store. And let me see. Yeah, so you have the credit store here where you can exchange stuff. Buy some stuff. It's always on discount. Something's always on discount every day. So that's another good thing. You can change your operator here. So like, you see, I have Mulesies here because she's cute. She's cute. But you can switch to Calcit or my wife Penance. Thorns is also there. Pazemka, Saria. Any character that you love, you can switch with them, and it's actually pretty good. You can also switch their outfit if they have alternate outfits, and you can switch the background. So like, let me just remove that. So you have different types of background as well with different music. So it's like cloudy, vacation. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can open up your game and you can just enjoy it however you want. And that's just beautiful. I had this one for the longest time, but then I realized that this background is probably cursing my gacha luck. So ever since I switched it back to this, my gacha luck has been insanely good. So I'm just gonna keep it on that. Rhodes Island serving as the catalyst. But yeah, and the gacha animation, if you want to see it, just see my Typhon pulls, because I'm not going to pull you over here. I need to say for Virtuosa, she's coming around end of April, early May or so, and I want her. But this game, the thing that I love the most about this game is its auto deploy feature. Something that FGO should terribly have, and it's much better than, what should I say, Star Rail, because Star Rail has an AI controlled stuff. So it's like just spamming your skills and your ultimates and just doing whatever the hell it wants. Auto deploy in this game works on the basis of how you have cleared a node, and then just replicates that, which is beautiful. So just let me show you one node. I'm currently farming DV7 for Loxic Coal. Always seem to fall short on that, and once you reach the end game stage, you absolutely have to farm materials, because farming is one of the difficult things in Arknights, and that's why people try to get good operators so they can farm event nodes, because event nodes have the best farming drops. they're almost uncommon or common rarities, unlike standard nodes, story nodes, which have rare, like they rarely drop stuff. So that's why you gotta focus on the character. But look at this. So I've auto deployed a set. I already finished this like node when I was doing the stuff, and then I did it again for trust farming. So trust is basically something in this game akin to bond or friendship or whatever, like fits your dictionary. And the good thing about it is that in Genshin, where you have friendship and you get a name card, or FGO, where if you bond with your servants you get SQ. So in this game, if your operator's trust increases, they have direct stat bonuses. So like some operators get an HP bonus, some operators get a defense or an attack bonus, and it's just amazing. Usually you don't have to focus on those minor numbers because the game's already doing it for you, and the game is quite simple to play. Like many people might say that you need big brains and stuff, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy. And once you get a ton of good operators, you can see I have Iafala, I have Typhon, Mulzi, Saria, Ines, Kalsit, Bazemka. Pretty damn good operators. They're probably one of the best operators in the game. Like if you have a Kalsit, she's just an amazing lane holder, or Typhon is your amazing executor. Mulzis is a good lane holder as well. Ines is a damn near perfect vanguard. Saria is one of the best defenders in the game. Penance is, well, my wife, so yeah, she's amazing. And we don't disrespect Penance over here. But anyways, if you want, you can clear this with a low operator as well. Like you can swap out Ines or something for courier, swap out Saria for Gummy, you can swap out Mulzis for Click or someone. And the varieties are endless. So basically what you gotta do is the game is generous, so you just gotta use your brain and adapt to certain guides. So like what I do is every Arknights player always looks up to the Lord Stenby Kyo, and his guides are actually amazing because they not only tell you the patterns and all, but he also tells you about certain stuff that you wouldn't realize. Like let's say a certain enemy can be silenced, so it's not mentioned anywhere in the game that they can be silenced, or you wouldn't search for it, but he tells you that, and then you are struck with the realization like, okay, if they can be silenced, then I can use someone that can silence the opponent, so that'll just completely negate their ability and certain stuff like that. So that's why I would like to watch his guides and stuff. The thing is, why I'm telling you that you can adapt is because every banner that you pull on, you are guaranteed a 5-star operator or higher in the first 10 pulls, and this is valid for every banner. Like they don't care if it's limited, non-limited, but every banner gets a guaranteed 5-star in your first 10 pulls. If you want to do a multi or you want to do singles, you're gonna get that 5-star, and that's where you get the 6 stars as well, because it's a 5-star or higher. So sometimes people get 6 stars, myself included. I've gotten many 6 stars on my first multi, and it's pretty amazing. So that's why I said it's generous, and you can adapt. So because if certain guides use, let's say, Lancet 2 for your healer, a Hibiscus for your healer, you have a defender that's Beagle, but you have somebody better, you have Niall, or you have, I don't know, Gummy. So those characters are much more better compared to Beagle or somebody else. I'm forgetting. There's so many characters in the game. So like, yeah, you need to learn to adapt. Yeah, the main problem is you have to understand the DP cost. So the structure of this game is like you need to deploy your vanguards first to gain a ton of DP, and then after you gain a ton of DP, you can start slowly deploying your snipers, then your casters, your defenders, your guards. And that's how you build the roster, you build the setup of your team. And once the team is built, You remove the operators that you don't need, and then you replace them with certain ones that you might need in the future. That's that. Talking about characters, we have Vanguards. Muzi is a Vanguard. She provides DP with her skills. Ines is a Vanguard. XCI is a sniper. She's a guard. Palace. Kalset is a healer. Although she attacks with the monster, but yeah, she's apparently a healer. And then we have Silver Ash, Thorn. There are tons of many characters. Marok's pretty amazing. But the good stuff about leveling up characters in this game is so you have skill levels, right? In other games, especially Fireverse games, because they love to mess with the artifact stuff and all. This game, which I actually appreciate when FGO as well, they don't have that nonsense. They're just normal skill levels, and this game actually goes a step higher than FGO, because once you raise a skill level, it automatically raises all 3 skills levels. You don't have to exclusively level up one skill at a time. It raises all 3 skill levels, which is amazing. Which is absolutely amazing. How can I show you? All of them are skill 7. Damn it. I'm gonna show you. Wait. This got to be someone. These packs? Oh no. Lumen. Oh no. Alright, silence. Praise silence. So you see, so her skills are level 5, but if I upgrade it to level 6, all of these skills, even the one that hasn't been unlocked yet, when it gets unlocked, it will automatically be at level 6, which is amazing. See, I upgraded this. All the skills are now at level 6. Might as well go max it out. Alright. So that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this game. It's amazing. And then you have masteries, obviously. After level 7, you can master your skills. You can specialize your skill. With specialization, that really takes your skill up a notch. So you have 3 more levels to it. And these masteries are actually pretty important, because they reduce the cooldown time for your skills. So let's say this skill has a 19-second cooldown, it gets reduced to an 18-second cooldown. And going along the top, when you reach mastery 3, it's at its maximum. So it might have a 16 or 15-second cooldown with the maximum amount of attacks. So your cycles are getting quicker and quicker, which is amazing. It's amazing. The logic behind this game, if you have brains to play it, it's damn near the perfect game that you can play right now. And I would recommend that it's one of the best gacha games right now on the mobile platform. So you have missions here, you can claim it. These missions give you stuff as well, which is pretty good. I haven't talked about the endgame stuff, right? Yeah, there is endgames, annihilation missions, weren't it? Also, the good part is you have, once you clear an annihilation mission, you can just easily one tap clear it and you get the award. It's amazing. You don't have to sit through or kill 400 enemies again. But no. The real endgame stuff over here. Integrated strategies. Now this one is tough. I haven't even cleared a single ending up till now, because I honestly don't know how to play this. But for the big brain or the lucky, or basically those guys who raise the lower levels and weren't like me, who's just stuck to the 5-star and 6-star characters, this mode actually forces you to build all your operators and use different types of strategies to clear nodes. And these integrated strategies, the nodes get tougher and tougher, but you get collectibles that boost your stats, that boost your luck, that boost certain operators' skills, certain class operators' skills, and it's like a roguelike game mode. It's actually pretty fun to play, and you get tons of rewards. This game is very generous on the reward issue. You see, they're gonna give you rewards, and these rewards are materials, and it might not look very tempting right now, but once you start playing this game, these are actually so tempting. It's more tempting than gacha currency, not gonna lie. This This D3 to steal. It's so tempting, especially because I need like a ton of these for masteries and such. But still, and then that's not it. They give you a free operator as well. Although that operator is pretty much useless, but still. So you see, the game is generous. The game is very, very generous. At least that's how I perceive it. I mean, it's some people's definition of generous might be different, but for me, Arknights has been this really chill and relaxed game, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love this game. Now I'm going to talk about some cons of it. The gacha, basically everything's a 50-50, so you might never get the character that you want, and I've experienced it with Texas Alter. So yeah, I got on the Texas Alter band. I got Lee, I got Scardy Alter, I got Thorns, I got Penance, but I didn't get a single Texas Alter. And that's all the more reason why I'm saving for the Virtuosa banner, because on Virtuosa's banner we have Spectre the Unchained, Texas Alter, Neal Alter. That's a really good banner. And yeah, coming to that, the second point that I hate about this game, the spark system. So since there's no pity in this game, limited banners have a spark system where every pull that you do gives you a token, and once you collect 300 tokens, which means that once you've done 300 pulls, you can essentially buy any of the limited characters that are on rate up from the store. And this is limited time only. So during the duration of the banner, that store thing is only up. So if you do 300 pulls, you can buy any operator of your choice. And yeah, even the new 5 stars included in that store selection. So that's two things that I hate about this game. Another thing that I am really it's 50-50 to me, but yeah, would be once you clear a stage, you can only do it once. I would let's see, I have the Ortiz vision. I'm using this event as an example. This event is going to end in 1 day. Alright, yeah, let's see. So if I want to do this, I need to physically keep on tapping. Once it gets over, I need to do the entire process again. And I've heard that CN side already got an update where they got a numbers type stuff, so you can just click a number and then it'll auto redeploy. It will just keep on running the node until it hits that number. So I'm just waiting for that update to come here. And apart from that, I don't know, man. It's tough to hate this game right now. Yeah. Wait. We have one point. The story. It's an over-bloated piece of yeah, no man, the text is too much. The text is too much. All the recent chapters have been better, story-wise. It's gone more to the point. It's not just, random gibberish, but still events are overly long. And especially if the event is insanely boring, let's say, what event was there that I didn't read? I started reading it. The X-Fedora Executor, the X-Fedora event. I just skipped it until Arturio was there. I just read the scenes where Arturio were in it. And apart from that, there were quite a few events that were actually pretty boring. It's tough to get through. Invitation to Wine, I think. The Chong Yue event. I mean, some events were actually pretty tough. And since world building is actually quite difficult to understand, once you understand the lore of Arknights, of Terra, the characters, where they're from, what kind of cultures they represent, so then you start getting a better understanding of the game, a better understanding of the events that keep on happening. But until then, when you're new, my advice is just get your operators to the highest level and slowly gather information. Read up wikis or watch videos, or read the lore of certain characters. You have archives over here. So an archive represents what are the teams that you have, what are the factions in this game. You have Rhodes Island, and then you have Rhine Lab, you have Columbia, Siesta, Casimiri, Sami, Ursus. I mean, you have so many stuff. So like, yeah, you can just spend some time, slowly understand it. And the stories are pretty good. Like, even though they're pretty long, stories are actually pretty good. Still, for a novice was amazing. Lone Trail is still one of my favorite stories in the entire game of Arknights. I'm a huge simp for Lone Trail, but yeah. So yeah, that's the other con, the story. But apart from that, like if you're not interested in the story, there's a skip button. It's not however's. You have a skip button, and the good part is like when you skip stuff, so it actually shows you a brief like summary as well, which is amazing. Like, let's see the story part and before. So it'll start. It'll be very long. We have a speed up option of 32 4x to 32x. You can remove this, do what you want. It's an auto option as well. But yeah, the skip part, you can see it has a summary. So you're not actually missing out on the story as such. You're missing out on some certain dialogue, some tiny pieces of lore, but the overall story you can understand. And yep, that's what makes it amazing. It's, I don't know, man, I just feel like it's one of the best games right now. And even the money that they generate, I mean, it looks like they're reinvesting into something good. You have beautiful artworks coming out from this game. You have literally proper songs for every new character that's released, which is unheard of. Like, I don't think any other gacha game does that, but this game, Musy's got a song, Tifon got a song, Penance has a song, I don't know, the 4th anniversary had a song, and the music is also fabulous, like Control's Wishes, Undertides, Near Light, and then what, The Solace Holiday, Dorothy's Vision. I mean, the tunes, the instrumental music, it's the synth and all, it's amazing. It's one of the fabulous, it's one of the beautiful games that I've ever played. And like, it might look very anime-esque and all, but the story is actually pretty deep. It tackles, real life problems like racism, and then what else? It has dark themes as well, murders, a genocide, or how to handle a pandemic. It has very grayness into it, like you're doing it for the right cause but with the wrong stuff. And is it right to discriminate people just because they caught an illness? Something that I think all of us experienced a few years ago, with how everybody was shut out when they caught COVID. So like, I don't know, man, but it just feels, the story is amazing. The story is hands down amazing. And this community is actually pretty wholesome since it's a small community. I mean, Arknights isn't that huge compared to Fate and the Hoyoverse games, but still it's a very cute and wholesome community where everybody just supports you and you're not berated for doing a certain build or using certain characters. On the contrary, if you're using someone non-meta like Evan Holtz or I don't know, Indra or somebody else, you're actually praised for it. You actually say, and people actually tell you that wow, that's amazing. Unlike where if you play Eula in Genshin, people just outright tell you that you're dumb. So yeah, that's that about this game. Honestly love this. This is actually a pretty cute game. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this, what should I call it? An analogy, review, something like that. But yeah, this game was fun. This game is fun and I hope it keeps on continuing on. I can't wait. Arknight Endfield is also coming out, so pretty excited for that. And yep, that's where we end it. Next time you could probably gonna see me do some, I don't know what I'm gonna do for Arknights. I mean, the next thing is probably the Virtuosa banner. So whenever that comes, you'll have a video then. Because up till then, I'm saving everything. But yeah, if you want to see my clears, like I don't know, future clears, I could probably do a compiled video of sorts. But just remember that it's not a guide or anything. I have very top tier characters, and some, some clears might not be optimal because of the amount of characters that I have and utilize. So yeah. And most of the time, from Mulesies to Bazemka or from Mulesies to, let's say, VD. Most of my teams comprise of them, and I've pretty much gotten accustomed to using Ines and Mulesies as my double Vanguard combo for starting any node. So yeah, that's you gotta adapt it, but still. That's where we end this video. Mulesies is, lighting an umbrella. She's gonna wish you goodbye, and I'm gonna wish you goodbye as well. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Also, yeah, please subscribe if you wanna. The support means a lot. Still, have a great day. Goodbye.